Great. Well, g'day, Chloe. Thank you for taking some time to hang out with me today. Why don't you introduce yourself to our audience? Who are you and what do you do here?
Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm the MCTT here at the Keller Williams office and the agent services person here. And my job is to make sure that the agents here have all the tech things that they could possibly need and that everything is functioning for the best of their businesses, whether that's in the office or virtually.
So let's help, because a lot of people who watch these videos are not Keller Williams agents, so they don't get our jargon, right, and Kellerisms. So what is an MCTT?
So I'm the market center tech trainer. I start with bringing the agents on board and getting them comfortable with the things that we have specifically, whether that's our command system, which is a Keller Williams specific site, or if it's Canva and Gemini, which is Google's version of AI, and making sure that they're comfortable using everything, answering all their questions and making sure that they have the tools to be able to access those and utilize those when nobody else is available.
Okay. So talk to me a little bit. Let's sort of break that down. That was a lot because there is a lot of technology available, which, by the way, you think about this, it's an interesting time in the real estate business, the industry. AI is having a huge impact, and we'll talk about that. But one of the challenges I see is agents are using technology to usurp the relationship as opposed to allowing technology to take on that mundane work that now gives us more time to be focused on the relationship. So you mentioned a tool called Command, which is a CRM and more, actually. It's more of a platform. How would you describe what Command is?
I kind of call it a catch-all CRM because it handles your website, your contacts, and helps you keep in touch with your database, which is highly important in the real estate industry.
Yeah. And it also is where you put your opportunities, right? So your transactions, it will track and do a lot of the heavy lifting of keeping track of your numbers, right?
Absolutely. And it's customizable. So you can actually look at the percentage to help manage your GCI for the end of the year. So you can be prepared for the year you want to have.
Yeah. And, I want to give kudos to you. In the Northwest region, there are 36 different market centers, and we're number one in terms of adoption of Canva. It's because of this young lady here. So talk to us about what happened with Keller Williams and Canva.
So the flagship enterprise between Keller Williams and Canva was an incredible moment for us. It opened a lot of doors, not because it is just a unique tool, but because it already has the logos built in and it has the MLS integration, which is the most important feature there. When you have an open house and you're trying to promote things, having to go onto the MLS or onto homes.com and downloading the images and then uploading them into your templates, it takes a lot of time and effort. And instead, you are able to just search up the property listing in Canva without having to download and upload and pull the best photos, what you like, every detail. There are less typos this way because it is a drag and drop feature. Right. So even if you're working late at night because you're covering for someone else or you run out of time, you're less likely to make mistakes. Where we can remove human errors is better for everyone involved.
Right. Now, Canva also has AI built into it, right?
That is correct.
So, and I assume that that's designed to help people have a better finished product in a shorter amount of time.
Yeah, and it has a lot of automated features to help remove the human eye element, because a lot of the time when it comes to an individual, I would equate it to hanging a picture on the wall. You can look at the picture up close 174 times, but you take a step back and you realize it's still crooked.
Right.
And this will actually help you adjust and fit things to the page, align to certain parts of the pages, and will let you share with other agents simply by typing in their name.
Right. Now, you also mentioned Gemini, right, which is Google's AI product. Direct competition with ChatGPT, Perplexity, all of those different ones. And what's interesting about that is all of our associates actually get the pro version of Gemini included, right, in their product offering that we provide everybody. So how are you helping agents with that?
So Gemini is my job as the market center tech trainer is to try and save agents money where I can. It's a tough market out there, and what I can limit on your business expenses, I will. And Gemini is a huge part of that. It can help you create social posts. It can help you set content calendar schedule. It will help you when your brain stops wanting to try and function and work on things, because we all work really hard and we do a lot and handle a lot. So things that we can help it with are when you take an idea, like when you talk about decluttering houses. It's a big part of listing is making sure that things that don't need to be displayed aren't. It can help you break down those into easier steps because while we might understand a lot of the real estate jargon, not everybody does. Our buyers and sellers might not. And it'll help you formulate it in a way that the normal and average person can easily understand and comprehend what you're asking of them.
Right. Now, you've been involved in the launch of a new AI tool that we have called BrokerBot. You sort of explain what is BrokerBot, or what does it do for our agents?
BrokerBot, I was very skeptical at first, I won't lie, but it has been an incredible tool for the marketplace. And I'm really enthusiastic about the rollout here because it is a real estate based AI. It can really help our agents when they don't feel comfortable calling our principal broker at 11 o'clock at night because they have a scenario that they've come across that's a potential that's not worth calling the principal broker at 11, but is something that they're concerned about. They can work it through with BrokerBot. They're able to easily contact one another. And the information that we put into BrokerBot is what they receive. I can upload things, materials, whether that's our playbooks from Keller Williams and all the different wonderful products that we have, to our agent roster, to our allied partners, to help keep them intact and able to access those things when the office isn't open.
What I love about what you said there, right, is we're training it. For example, using a generic AI tool to give you advice around contracts, for example, can be a little risky, right? Because you don't know where it's sourcing that information from. And we're able to actually control the data that it's pulling from when it's giving advice on how to fill out your forms, how you need to handle your compliance pieces, right? And answer some of those broker questions, and you also mentioned that we are able to train it with the models of successful agents. So for example, you could go and query, I could say to it, and by the way, I can talk to it, I can text it, or I can go online and type into it. But I can ask it a question. For example, I might say, you know what, I want to do an open house this weekend. What are the steps I should take in order to ensure that I have a successful open house? And BrokerBot will go out and summarize and pull the data from proven models that we've uploaded into it.
Exactly. And it has the entire social media playbook too. So when I was teaching a class on it, I asked it to give me 30 days of content, and it gave me 30 days of posting 5 days a week of content under 5 minutes. And that is an insane leveraging tool to free up your time for things that are important person to person interactions.
Yeah. Well, I just want to say, one, thank you again for all you're doing for our people, because, the environment needs to support the goals of our people. And we understand that it's sort of our organization is an inverted triangle in that, we're here supporting our people, and our brokers are the most important people in the brokerage, because without them, we wouldn't have a role. And what we know is that if you allow it, this industry can really spin you out. If you think about leverage, if you want leverage in your world, there are three types, right? One is people, right? I could hire somebody to come and do some of the work for me. Systems can be a leverage for you. And then the third is tools. And that would really be technology. So, my advice to brokers out there is that if you're looking to get control of your time, and we all want you to have that, by the way, we don't want our brokers working 24/7. There's no need for that. But again, lean into leverage, right? People, systems, and technology.
And don't be afraid to ask for it. If you're not getting support where you need it, you should be comfortable asking your brokerage where you can gain that support level to better support your business for a successful, balanced work life.
Love that.